And we're live. Hello to the peoples. Welcome to the Saturday Sprints. Today I have Charlie and Amber with me. And as you can see in the chat, Meadow can't be with us because she is sitting on an airplane.
What's up? High in the sky. Hello, love. I wondered if she'd be able to say something.
But we have Devin. It's not a stream without Devin in the Devin verse. And we have Moon Bunny Creative. Hello, Sage. Key is here. Greetings and hallucinations, Key. How are you? Oh, I am sorry for your health issues.
Oh, that's where you've been. Hi. Sorry.
We have Cliff Tinafer. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, get sleep. Kat can't be here today because she is very ill and needs to be in bed.
She brings out the BB in me. Like I
The
just want to
BB?
be. Yeah, I just want to be over there with like the chicken soup and like you're gonna take care of yourself or else.
I was already, as soon as she said that she was sick, I'm just like, I'm not sending you the link then. Let's see. Key hurt their back and sitting for long periods of time was not happening. I understand that. Let's see. Meadow takes off in 10 minutes. Just boarded the second flight in Charlotte. Aphrodite is here. Hello, Aphrodite. How be you?
Hello. Yeah, I feel for your problems, Key. I'm having a lot of back things today too because I've got chronic back problems. And I'm supposed to be on a stream a little bit later tonight. And I was like, when Jay sent the invite, I was like, this is a good test to see if I'm going to be able to do that.
Maybe it's just in the air. I literally got out of my car and bent over to grab something that had fallen and tweaked my back like an hour ago.
Well, see, weather has a lot to do with mine. And yesterday, for example, it was 80 degrees by 1 o'clock and 40 degrees by 3 as a really powerful storm front went over. And I have what feel like angry serpents in my back trying to destroy my spine. But that's normal. I'm used to that by now.
I am dog sitting for my grandmother, and her house is not designed for someone built like me. It is designed for a little old lady who perches on the edge of furniture and for like brief moments of time and moves on. So nothing is comfortable and everything hurts my back.
So welcome to the back pain edition of these productivity sprints. If you do not have back pain, consider yourself blessed and holy, and all of the angels have smiled upon you. That is apparently the theme for the day.
Yeah, I'm like rigidly sitting up right now so I don't like tweak it just right in my chair. My chair is comfy, but after a while you're like fucking springs.
So I'm going to ask what people are working on in chat and in the video. Or I was going to say in chat thinking of the three of us, but then I was like, and on the chat, in chat. Okay, so in chat and in chat.
In live and in chat, maybe?
That'll work.
In this chat and in this chat.
In all of the chats.
I has the brain.
Oh,
is that where it went? I was trying to figure out what happened to it. Like it was in the house earlier today, and then I think somebody left the door open and it escaped.
It wandered off. Just leave some food out for it.
Okay.
It didn't work for my cat. It's not going to work for my brain.
So I am working on a lit RPG setting and novel because, as my brain does every year before Nano, I woke up with the perfect idea for the story that I have to write, and if I don't, my muse will go on strike and I won't write anything for 5 months. So I have to get this set up and written because my muse is a bitch and I don't like her. But it's a lot of fun, and I'm getting to make fun of all my favorite things because the game that they're going to be playing in the story is kind of a mashup of Dungeons and Dragons, Final Fantasy, and Vampire the Masquerade. So, and it has Orla, the goddess of murder rainbows, in it.
Of course, it has to.
I've been having so much fun writing. Like, it's going to be so hard not to write the book from the perspective of Orla, the goddess of murder rainbows, because she may be the most well-developed character in the setting so far. Because I'm kind of in love.
Orla has made a name for herself.
Yes.
What about you, Amber?
I am doing tons of admin stuff. So I put a Facebook question asking who was waiting to be traditionally published instead of deciding to go the traditional or the self-publishing route. And I was lucky enough to get like 9 people right away. And so I sent them all DMs telling them to email me about themselves so I could get all their social stuff and all that and see if they're a fit for this new part of my podcast that I want to do. And so I'm emailing them all back and doing research and stuff today.
Sweet.
I wouldn't know how to answer your question. No, I really wouldn't, because I've done the traditional publishing thing, I've done the indie publishing thing, and now I'm just like gonna experiment with web novels because I've never done that, and I've been talked into it by some people, and I think it might actually be a good fit for some of the projects I'm doing. So, like, I've opted out of all of the above.
Well, web novels is the only direction that I've gone, that I've actually taken, because there's like 0 gatekeeping, but there's also 0 money.
Okay, explain to me, where do you put web novels on? I've heard of them, but I don't exactly know like how that works.
So the main place that I keep hearing about is Royal Road. And so the story that I'm working on will be coming out on both World Anvil, which now has a web novel platform built onto it if you are a guild member. I will also be putting it on Royal Road, and I'll be putting it on Wattpad, and I will be putting my Patreon and coffee links all over the dang place in hopes that people will support what they love if they actually like it.
Okay. Yeah, because I know about World Anvil and Wattpad, but that's pretty much the only 2 I'd heard of.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Royal Road over the last couple months, and I've been looking into it, and they're an interesting platform. I have a feeling, since most of the people that have talked to me about it are from Europe, that it's more popular overseas than it is in the United States. But it looks like a very interesting place to put things. And I like that they let you attach like your Patreon and your coffee to it, because I can say from personal experience from publishing my world building that people who like world building will just drop you money on coffee, okay, for that. So, being able to build an audience that way is a potential place to make a living, and I'm curious to see how that works.
Cool. I am going to be probably working on the setting for the Vampire the Masquerade game that I've been kicking around in my head, because the idea will not shut up.
Those are the best ideas, though.
They kind of are.
But it's not productive because I don't get anything from it.
That's why you put a Patreon and a coffee in the bottom, and if people donate to join the club, you're not making money off of the game, you're making money off people having a membership in you.
True.
Loophole.
Key says, weather changing does mess you up sometimes. The air pressure changes affect the fluid in your joints and triggers inflammation in those areas that may be prone, such as previous injuries. Yes.
See, and that's the whole reason we moved out of Nebraska, was because the Gulf Stream, by the time it hit Nebraska, was so pressurized. We we'd hurt for 3 days before and 2 days after.
Same. And I live in the middle of the country now for family reasons.
Yeah. So that's why we chose the coast. I was like, no pressure, but it's a lot of rain, but no pressure. So maybe it's better.
Yeah, I look at California as the golden years because I was like, wow, I had like years without pain. Like not like completely without, but you know.
Sage says, the angels have smiled upon me. For once, I don't actually have back pain.
Woohoo!
I'm reading what I'm supposed to be writing, but I might just take a nap in a sec so I can be up for Angela's stream later. That is valid. Also, Aphrodite was only popping in to say hi. She's cleaning house today. Hello, Aphrodite, and I really hope to see you in Halloween karaoke.
Yes.
Key says, wording is hard. Working on rewriting a few scenes that are too much tell and not enough show. Ooh. Yeah.
I feel called out.
We all feel called out.
Apparently working is, wait, let me quote it. Business and working is so hard. You need to work your ass off. Or under contract or building a relationship with someone. Sorry.
I sense a little bit of resentment and hostility there.
You know, you're supposed to,
probably about a page long right now.
You're supposed to be cleaning your nails on your shirt when you say that, and just end with an "I'm not bitter."
I'm still writing the email, so I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit tough.
I see that the goddess of murder rainbows herself has arrived.
I saw that later down. Oh, okay, Weird is here. Hello!
Oh, the unholy weird one. Oh, hail my goddess.
The murder goddess of rainbows.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
sorry.
Thank you, David. David. Thank you, David.
So how far south did you have to travel that the accent's literally pummeling you in the face?
I don't know. I think I might have gone far enough north to become Swedish.
Just say, did my getting pissed off enough to have a little bit of southern twang in there get you going?
Because if this is going to be the accent show, then I will turn off my like Atlantic received pronunciation for a bit.
Who knows? The more you write this email, the more pissed off I get. The more southern I might get. We might just have it all.
Everybody just know, if at any point Amber says Yoon's going to pay, run. Just run. Hide. Get or something. Lightning will be sparking out of the screen to get people.
Oh, God.
Oh.
That's
I'm sorry. I just love it when people try to throw shade at you, and I could throw a like pebble and hit their own fucking glass house. Like, don't start with me, bitch.
That's all right. I have somebody in my DMs right now who's really mad at me because I've ignored them because all they want to do is make me rich. All I have to do is give them all of my copyrighted stuff and they will make me rich. And how dare I give up the opportunity? And I'm just like, I don't know you. You've got 25 followers. Like, there's no way that you're like a master at social media. Like, leave me alone. And I'm not blocking them just because every time I get angry, I just load it up and like yell at them some more because they're yelling at me. like, you realize you've just become an exhaust vent for all of my frustration, right?
Yeah.
You should just go away.
Oh, God.
So, are we ready to start our first sprint?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to pull up my timer. Which is Amber's timer.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, apparently there was no videos this week because I uploaded them and then forgot to schedule them.
As you do.
Yeah. I was just like, are you serious? Did I really just do that?
So we will be fighting evil by moonlight in 3, 2, 1, go. And the time is up. How did everybody do? Let us know in the comments and on the screen.
I wrote a lot. How many words? I wrote a lot.
I wish I could say that.
It's gonna be a novel of an email.
I pretty much
also
tried to
wrote a
figure
lot.
out a way to sit that isn't painful.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Hey, I think I found one, so yay.
Let's put this into a Word document just to see how many words.
Those are the best emails.
I got 203.
Come on, Word, come on. It's at least 200 something. I know that.
Spence has arrived. And then, okay, Weird said, I misread that first one as you're his fursona.
436 words.
He's 406 words, 36 words of anger.
Oh, it's a little more than anger, but yeah.
Fury.
Or like a
I'm throwing them pebbles right the fuck back.
Death to all glass houses. Death to all glass houses.
Call me a hurricane to a glass window.
Amber smash.
You are a Michigan highway throwing pebbles at all the windshields.
I'm sorry, you just don't send a professional email and tell me what I'm not doing when you're a glass house too.
He got no particular word change count since they're deleting previous stuff and rewriting. So yeah, that's the editing issue.
That's magic when your number doesn't change though.
Can I tell you how, like, we were talking about the other day, how frustrating it is when you're editing because you see all these word counts around you and you're like, 3 pages. Like, too bad you can't, like, count, okay, this is how many words I edited and be in, like, the thousands all the time.
Right.
Because you just feel like this kid in the corner going, I see all of you, but I can't do nothing.
I've been
put
really
a little marker. Put a little marker where you start, and then put a little marker where you end, and just do a word count for the middle. And say, I edited this many words.
I think I'm gonna start doing that next time because I'm like, I can't wait till Nano starts because I'm like, I have my project open, I have it ready, I brought up my outline, and I've got all these plans. And then on top of that, every Saturday I'm taking off of writing in the mornings while my mom's at work to do interviews. So then there's all the YouTube stuff that goes along with that. So lots of words. Lots of words.
Spence's procrastination game is strong AF today. I may need help.
I'm totally Randall today. I just like feel like with everything that I've done today, it's like I'm not even supposed to be here. Like just everything is just Dante and Randall. Everything. My entire life. I just need to go find Suzanne so I can go have fun and do crazy things with the monkey.
What show is this from?
Let's just say Clerks.
Oh, okay.
There's the movie. I was actually referring to the animated series that like nobody saw or remembers, but yeah, because
I didn't even know there was an animated series.
Oh, there's an animated series. They only got 6 episodes because the network really did not know what to do with them, especially after our animation got lost. So we just told the Korean animators to do whatever they wanted to, and it suddenly becomes like this like manhwa anime explosion of craziness, and I love it. It is seriously one of the most random shows because they wouldn't let them make Jay and Silent Bob drug dealers because it's animated, even though it was animated for adults. So they're just mischief makers who sell fireworks to the kids. And
yeah, because fireworks is much safer than heroin and coke.
And Alec Baldwin is in it because he plays the evil corporate overlord who's trying to buy up their small New Jersey town to get revenge on them and is secretly trying to conquer Canada. Like, it is the most random show, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Speaking of random shows that are random animated shows that are making a comeback, Animaniacs.
I saw that. Hello, nurse.
Hello, male nurse. And hello, pronoun.
Oh.
I'm really curious what that show is going to look like now. Just because it's Warner Brothers, and I have no faith whatsoever in Warner Brothers making the right decisions for anything because they just seem to be genetically predisposed to not. But like the new DuckTales was so good. Like if Disney can figure out how to milk our nostalgia for every last penny, Warner Brothers, come on.
From what I've seen, they're doing a damn good job at it.
That gives me hope.
What else did they come out with other than DuckTales?
Who Disney?
Yeah, nostalgia wise.
Like everything that they've done in the last like 20 years.
Oh, I thought you meant they'd come out with something other than like DuckTales redo.
They're doing a new Darkwing Duck, which has
Where are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. They just announced it that because DuckTales went so well, they're going to be doing Let's Get Dangerous. Oh yeah,
Darkwing was my jam.
Yeah,
I have a Darkwing Duck timer coming too.
Just in time.
Oddly enough, like it's already half done. Like that's kind of weird.
You know, like half of their shows are just about like from like starting with the era of the Descendants, where they're just like people kind of like our stuff, so we're going to do it, but just different, but enough nostalgia that the old folk can be brought along, and just new enough that the kids will love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just Disney's just been really good at that for a while, and Warner Brothers.
Misha came in. Hello, Misha. Just wanted to say hi and like your stream. Probably gonna go crash and sleep in the next 10 minutes though. Makes sense. It is late AF for you.
Mm-hmm.
And Megan McCarthy came in. Hello, Megan.
Hello, Megan.
Pronoun says, I wish to be greeted like that more often. Hello, nurse.
That can be arranged because I see you on my stream a lot.
Just say, come to my Sunday stream. We'll have you there a lot. I'll do that just for you.
And Orla says, best day ever.
Like,
so we got Animaniacs coming back.
Yep.
And we got Darkwing Duck coming back.
And I'm excited about the Darkwing Duck.
This is my teenage life.
Yeah. It's not just because it's Darkwing Duck, but they did such a good job with the new DuckTales that I have hope that they'll be able to do good with this. I mean, they made Webby into a real character. Webby's a real character now. She's not just a vestigial add-on so that like there's a girl. She's so happy.
See, and I saw the DuckTales and I was like, okay, hopefully it's not a one-off. Hopefully they'll bring more stuff back. But I had not heard of DuckTales. Like, I freaked out and my daughter was like, calm down, Mom, when I heard about Animaniacs. But like, because a week doesn't pass that I don't do at least one video of the Animaniacs. So, yeah.
Well, there's a preview clip that has Wacko saying, because apparently they're going back to their tower after being away for so long, and Wacko saying, I hope my Hootie and the Blowfish album is done downloading from Napster.
Awesome.
It's like just throw you right back into the late 90s.
And then every kid's gonna look at their parents and go, "What's Napster?"
And the parents will not be able to answer because they'll just be rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, dude, I wish they'd redo Gargoyles. That would be awesome.
Yes,
That would be awesome.
I love that show. We just unnaturally too much.
I watch it on YouTube all the time.
But I was actually thinking of Darkwing Duck today. Just how much I loved their rogues gallery, their villain list.
Yeah, their villains were awesome. Yeah. That's so funny. So was I, because I was editing the video.
Oh man, holy weird one. I was just thinking about LimeWire and I almost made a LimeWire joke. And I was like, nobody's gonna get that, so I just won't do it.
Oh, I would have gotten it.
I should have done it.
Oh yeah. What was the one that looked like the little bear that came after those went away?
Yeah, what was that one?
Because my sister was using it, but I was in the military then, so I didn't have anything that I really cared to download. But it had a little bear.
I remember the icon. I just can't remember what it was called.
Now you've got YouTube, and you don't even have to worry about it because you just watch a commercial and you can listen to the song.
Yeah, now I've got StreamYard. I've got Shazam, so it tells me when anything plays.
Megan loved Gargoyles as a kid.
I still love Gargoyles because I can never remember which order his name goes in because they're two first names and I get confused. Is it David Keith or Keith David?
Keith David.
Keith David. His voice, man, just all of it. Just
I'm telling y'all, I'm not playing. I could pull up right now a tab I have for Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, and Animaniacs. I rewatched them on YouTube. Oh, and Rainbow Bright. I rewatched them on YouTube.
Oh my goodness, Rainbow Bright was my childhood, and my mom hated me for it.
They could remake Rainbow Bright and make that so fucking gay, and it would be awesome.
Oh, right? I would so be there for that.
I was trying to explain to Cash what it was. It's such a white person show.
It is.
I couldn't even she's like, I've never heard of that because we were talking about childhood cartoons. And I was like, yeah, I miss Rainbow Bright. And she goes, what is that? I was like, it was definitely a white girl show. I'm not
only that, but Rainbow Bright was the 80s, and I think Cash was a 90s kid.
Yeah, I think she was.
So she would know
Thank
80s.
You. Okay. Thank you.
Like He-Man and She-Ra and Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I remember when I would get my Voltron toys, and then there was the one Voltron toy that I really, really loved, but I wasn't allowed to open because they put lead paint on it, and they knew that, but they gave it to me anyway so that I could have it up on the thing. But I wasn't allowed to open it, and as a kid, that was torture because it's but it's such a cool looking toy. They're like, it will kill you, but it's cool looking. I don't care. Let me die. I don't eat brain cells.
My mom did that with a couple of collectible Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I had when I was little, and I would just grab the box and play with them in the box
Yep.
They're like, you're gonna tear the box up. It's a collectible. Well, yeah, shouldn't have put it where I could see it.
I am literally sitting here surrounded by my old toys. I still have this is the actual sorceress that came with the Castle Grayskull because I still have my Castle Grayskull. Oh yeah,
that would be me if I wasn't in this camper. That's the way my house was. I had long shelves, almost as long as the wall, and they had nothing but here was all the 80s, here was all the 90s. Yeah.
Oh man.
Because I am totally about that life.
Yeah, I had the cartoons that I like to watch were a mix of there was a really cute guy character or a really badass female character.
Yep.
Those were my criteria.
Well, let's see. Rescue Rovers, you had a nice, pretty female doggy and a sexy male doggy sound, so it was great.
Like Captain N. Ooh.
Yes. Yes. Oh, Captain N, the Game Master. Yes.
Hello, Master.
I just have to say, Alyssa Milano was my first beard because I knew I couldn't say anything and I knew I needed to have a crush on somebody, so I just randomly picked her
Uh-huh.
because we used to watch Who's the Boss all the time. So like I knew that I couldn't say my crushes out loud because my parents would probably like throw me against a wall until dead. So like, oh yeah, Alyssa Milano, like I love her.
Yeah, well, for me, it was Jonathan on that show because he was my age.
Truth, but like I knew I couldn't tell my parents that. Like,
Like he was one of my first crushes, and like he he won puberty.
like between Alyssa Milano and Joe from Facts of Life, like I had to like selectively find my beards that I could like
Whoa!
know enough. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
No, if Joe from Facts of Life was your beard, then they would know because they would just think you were a lesbian.
I think they would be a lot happier if I was a lesbian. Like they really don't know what to do with me. But that's fine. I don't care.
Spence has a laptop with viruses downloaded from LimeWire still on it. Ain't that the truth?
It's just a personal time bomb that when somebody upsets you, you're just going to take it over to their house and connect it to the Wi-Fi.
But yeah, I love the ones with the cute guys, and then I wanted to be Shira. I wanted to be
Oh.
Chitara.
Oh my goodness. Like Shira not only got a fabulous dress, but a magic sword, and she got to ride around on a rainbow unicorn that flew. Oh my goodness. Like you have a rainbow unicorn with wings. Oh, you are my life.
And Chitara could run super fast.
Yes.
And she could do like flips and use that bow staff like nothing else.
Mm.
I was like, ooh, she is amazing.
Little did I know my obsession with bow staffs related to other things. There's nothing like Freudian about that at all.
No, not at all.
Not in the slightest.
Okay, we really need to get into another sprint.
Sorry, nostalgia bomb.
Yep. That is exactly what happened.
Damn it, Disney. You did it again.
I'm going to reuse the Sailor Moon timer. And we're going to sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. Time's up. What did you do and how well did you do it?
We will wait for the response to see how well. But I got done with that email and started back doing what I was originally doing before I got that email and doing admin stuff.
I did human stuff like doggy care and grooming and stuff like that.
Similar. I walked the dog. I answered a lot of questions by text from the hubby because the Catholic Church accidentally broke itself in Pennsylvania, and he wanted me to send him the article.
It broke itself?
Yeah. So, long story short, the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, which is what you might know better as the Inquisition, still exists, and it's officed out of the Vatican. They made an official ruling that if you were baptized by a priest and the priest used the word "we" and not "I," then the baptism was not valid. At which point, one of the priests realized, because he had a video that his dad had made of him being baptized, that the priest that baptized him said "we" instead of "I," and so he was never baptized, which means he was never confirmed, which means he couldn't have received holy orders, which means that every baptism, marriage, and everything that he's done since becoming a priest was invalid. And they've literally set up a contact tracing tree to try to redo all the things, which has caused a panic because that also means that all of the last rites and all of the confessions that he's heard have been invalid. So there's emergency meetings going on to try to explain well, God just kind of knew that you meant to say you're sorry, so it's okay. And then yeah, they broke the church. Because of one word.
All because of one
broke
word.
the church. And I've been waiting for this for a while because the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith has been doing some really stupid things over the last 10 years. And I was just they're sooner or later, they're it's going to be that scene in Dogma where they just decide to bless a holy arch that the angels are going to use to destroy the universe because they're going to prove God's a liar, eventually a Dogma scenario will happen, and it is here, people. And this is only one priest. We don't know how many more of these are floating around that they have completely caused a thing. And
I think you'd have to say before this year, maybe every guy got grandfathered in. As of this date, if you use I versus we.
So yeah, they're yeah. So it's one
it
of
really is the end of days.
It really is the end of days. The Catholic Church has broken itself, and we're here, people. Wow. The zombies shall soon rise.
I was gonna say, if you throw that in with our current stuff saying that Israel and Pakistan are about to become friends, I'm like, oh Lord, the end of days is happening.
Yeah, it's all.
I'm scared. Help me.
And it's really funny because, like I said, I've just been waiting for this because, spoiler alert, if people don't know my backstory, I was almost a Catholic priest. I was on, I am a very, very religious person and was on the line to the priesthood until I may have said a dirty word I may have called a bishop a dirty word and it was a thing. But anyway, so yeah, it was a thing. So I keep
just let me an Amber.
My backstory is amazing. I'm just saying, it has a lot of unexpected twists and turns that people just don't expect. But
now you sound like my life. I'm and then, and they're like, oh shit, there's more.
Oh, there's so much more. I was actually brought up before the Inquisition at one point because, I'm sorry, a small subset of the doctrine of the Council for the Doctrine of the Faith, because I may have or may not have been demonically possessed. And I can say I still have my certificate from the church saying that I am not, in fact, possessed of a demon. So I was certified demon free in 1995. So
damn it, they lied.
Hey, that's when I graduated high school.
Same. I have a fun backstory.
Me and you just need to chat one day, Charlie. The more I know about you, the more I'm just like, we're kindred souls, dude.
Let me just say, I used to write stories based on my life and would get notes back from editors that was like too unrealistic, not realistic, would never happen. And that's why I was just like, I'm just going to write the weirdest fantasy stuff because like it's nowhere near as weird as my life has been, but people can buy it because I put a witch and a wizard in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That better be framed in your office, Charlie. It's like a diploma.
I second that. Certified demon free. It's like US, 100% grade A grade meat. 100% demon free.
Hey, I've got that one.
I'm just saying,
100% certified A grade meat. That's framed on my wall.
So I just got distracted with all that because apparently he's debating one of our Catholic regulars at the restaurant right now and wanted to pull that out of his pocket and be like, well,
I would like frame that shit and just find any Catholic priest I could find after that.
Not only does that need to be framed, that needs to be on the wall behind you in your videos.
I am well known for arguing with the local priests, but it's
to be fair, Charlie, there are a lot of bishops that need a dirty word said to them.
Yes.
Yeah. For anyone who's Catholic, it was right after Domino Jesu Christi was promulgated, and they said that women could not attend ordinations, and I may have had some choice words. So, yeah.
As well you should.
Let's see. Misha saw when she saw my recommendations on the side and her video was in it. That's what happens when you're subbed to somebody.
Right.
And Stephanie, speaking of subscribing, Stephanie subscribed to my channel. Thank you, Stephanie. And hello.
Thank you for subscribing to my best friend.
Stephanie has a book about to come out that you can go and pre-order over on Amazon.
Nice. Hey, Devin, do you have that link?
I'm sure Devin has the link because every time I mention it, Devin pops it into the chat on my
You know what? In 2 days, somebody I'm going to interview on November 7th has a book coming out. Alexis Chamberlain has The 4 Women of the Apocalypse coming out October 26th. Since we're talking about books. And her trailer is to fucking die for. It's amazing.
Speaking of trailers that are to die for, I do have something to play.
We'll play
Pregnant
it.
pause.
I'm going to talk about it. Have it up.
I actually need to...
Sorry, I had to.
I need the commercial to end.
I did that on Sunday. I was like, come on.
You wanna. You brought it up. It wasn't me.
Right?
It's just the commercial had to end, and now I can share it.
Hello. Reboots are symptomatic of a fundamental lack of originality in Hollywood.
Have you no shame?
Here's your chance with that Maniacs reboot, you sellouts.
It's time for Animaniacs. You should see our new contracts.
All right, guys, there's a lot of pressure on our first lines. Wait, don't. Make sure it's good first. Maybe something reminiscent of the first season?
2 years later, and I'm still a knockout.
I'm dating, but I keep getting catfished. How do I know she's even real?
This tablet contains the sum of all human knowledge.
All human knowledge in one easy-to-swallow tablet? Quantum mechanics, quinoa wraps, Queen Bey. We've missed so much. Oh, sounds like an odyssey.
My sandwich! Just where I left it.
Yakko, turn on the black light. Nothing unusual there.
Cheap, right? What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
We found party!
I am the Pegasus. I come bearing horrible tidings of war from the...
Yeah. Less talky, more flappy.
We're animated, totally insane.
Never mansplaining.
Animated.
Now, the adoration pours in. Narf!
Oh my goodness. I had to mute my mic because I was laughing so hard. I couldn't breathe.
I told you it looks like it's going to be amazing.
Okay, I'm in now. I'm on board.
I'm totally in.
Completely on board.
Oh Lord.
How do I know if she's real? I think I'm getting catfish.
I was expecting him to turn around and it'd be a cat. Honestly. Not a catfish. I was expecting it to be a cat.
Maybe that's the twist.
Phone party.
Fun party. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh God.
And the Queen Bey reference.
I gotta be careful with that because even saying her name, if it's not with the proper adoration, can waken the beehive. And oh,
You sound like you know well.
I have been stung a few times.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
Okay.
Breathe.
Okay. Key's mom was excommunicated from the Mormon church.
Oh my goodness. I love this
I
so
brought my
much.
daughter in with my laughing.
So much.
Oh.
That just sounds like a Lifetime movie that needs to be made. She had the courage to throw an elder on his ass. I mean, just
Yeah, my cousin got excommunicated from the Jehovah's Witnesses, so
No.
What? It's a pencil. You asked for a pencil.
Fine, I'll use this one. I almost like broke something.
You already have a broke arm. Need me to break something else?
this is giving me flashbacks to the new video that Lindsay Ellis put out.
ooh.
Misha, if you have a link to her, I can't find it now. I'm trying to find Alexis's trailer, and it's not popping up, and I don't know why. Because
Here's Stephanie's book.
2 days ago.
YouTube is irrevocably broken.
Just like the
shut-
Catholic Church.
Yes. Oh, they've done it so hard. Like, oh my goodness. Like, if everything else, like, they just basically made George Will's book, Why Priests, prophetic. Because they just basically wrote a document going, priests, oopsie. And if you, anyway. But yeah. I just want YouTube to get fixed. Because it doesn't tell me when people go live. The indicators lights don't even show up in the sidebar half the time.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't tell me when people have new videos out. And even better, it's unsubscribing me to people all
Yes.
the dang time.
Yes. To all of that, but mostly the last one. Like, even me, like, I notice my count going down for people having subbed to me, and it goes up and down, and I get, like, people going, hey, by the way, it unsubbed. I didn't know that. Sorry, I missed your stream. It's like, I'm used to it at this point.
Yeah, it's just really frustrating because it's like you have one job, you two. Like, you have one job. Like, we're performing the actual labor. Like, you just need to make sure that we can do it.
All the bots are totally saying what they'd like and don't like.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be the world of the bots soon. As you hear a bot go off in the background.
It agrees.
Right?
That did sound like a chirp of agreement.
Well, I'm like going through Facebook to try to find the freaking link to the trailer to find the link to her since YouTube hates me. But that was like a week or so back, so it's a ways down there.
And you would just think that any company that's related to the Google would like be able to do search right. Like, just a little bit, at least just a little bit, please.
Just search a little.
Pretty much.
Ooh, Misha says if I get a wrench, I'll share the video.
On it.
The bribery is real.
Like going down.
Hello, Tessa.
Share the link to her channel too, because I'm thinking it unsubscribed her from me because I cannot find her now. And I just subbed to her 3 days ago.
Oh, her YouTube channel is under AA Chamberlain. And Misha will link it.
Thank you.
Hee, I want the power. There it is.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Bwah.
Okay, so we're gonna click go to. Let me unmute YouTube.
Do we want to do a third sprint?
That sounds like fun. I will let you know that I'm going to have to leave here by the start of in a little bit because I'm actually streaming with Tessa on her channel in 20 minutes.
Excellent. Okay. Then do you want to do an outro?
Yeah, I will go ahead and do that. If I can get my voice to work, because that's been a big part of my struggles today. The weather changed and my throat's just like, I'm done. So, if you don't know me, my name is Charlie. I write under the name of C.E. Dorset and maybe a new pen name if I do decide to go down the frightening road of writing all the romances that I've actually gotten started. Romance writing scares me. The romance fans, romance readers, they're serious. Like,
yes, we are
hardcore. They are hardcore.
Yes, we are.
I do streams on my channel every Wednesday and Friday, and I do a bunch of podcasts. The one that most people would be interested in here is my podcast Myth Weaving, which should be available everywhere, where I talk about world building and writing and all of that. And you can find links to everything that I do over at projectshadow.com.
Excellent. Let's see. Misha linked the channel and then the 4 Women trailer. Devin says found her on Amazon. Some of her books are free right now.
Yep.
And there they are. It's getting all those. And then Amber is sharing.
All right.
That looks
That's not the
interesting.
one that has the actual trailer she made. I'm gonna try to find it, but or get her to link it to me, and I'll put it on our stream for tomorrow. But she has one that she made with her. Yeah, that one. Um, that she made with her friend, and I'm like, I want that corset. I want that cape. I want it all. It's totally badass. Let me make sure this is it. Because the YouTube is slow. Yeah,
I need a
this is
notebook.
it. Stop. Would you pause long enough? It's not pausing. What the hell? You can hear.
Is it just me or did all the sound go away?
It did.
Yeah, it
Okay.
wouldn't pause for me to actually bring
Well, there
it.
was a weird like ringing sound that like I was afraid like streamer's been weird lately, and I was afraid it did a thing.
Okay.
I realized that after the last one that Amber's shared, I had muted myself during that to cough, and I never unmuted myself. So the things I said were just to me.
Well, as long as you entertained yourself, that's all that matters, right?
Okay, and here is the one that Amber wants to share.
All right. Here's the one I was talking about that like totally made me want to interview her.
It used to be a normal girl. Until that fateful day. I became something different. Something more.
Well, that was cool.
That looks promising.
I love that. And her books, the ones that are free, are amazing. I've already read like 2 days. I read one, so can't wait to interview her. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make her my December or my January guest. I don't know if I want to end the year with a bang or start the year with a bang. Don't know
You're gonna bang her?
yet. You know, there are things.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna get going so I can get ready for the other thingy. Have all the fun, and I will see you
All right.
later.
And thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, we will set up the next stream. Not stream.
Really?
Sprint.
We're doing two part?
Yep. I'm feeling like I want to be awake forever. All right. We will sprint in the 3 and the 2 and the 1. And we're done. And Meadow has landed in Philly. The Meadow is on the ground. And you are mute.
I would hope so.
Anyone joining the stream would be like, well, no shit. What is this, some sort of code that you're talking in?
No, my meadows are on the trees.
The Meadow is on the ground.
Oh, Lord.
The shingles.
I hope she has someone to pick her up, because getting a taxi can be crazy.
I don't know if I've been in Philly.
I haven't been in Philly, but I mean, like, I just know from, like, living in Houston and then being at the Seattle airport and the New York City airport, like, big city airports are crazy when you're trying to get a cab. Like, they're crazy in general because they're so huge. But, like, especially if you're having to run from one flight to the other. God damn it, that's scary. It's raining outside and we have the awning, like, where it'll, like, filter down the water. But apparently a pocket got caught and when it comes out in a rush, it hits the side of my wall. I'm like, oh shit, what was that?
Spence is doing mom stuff. I did more of this Vampire the Masquerade premise, so I'm glad I got back to work on it. This could be...
What are you woohooing in different language, different
it's because I'm on
stream
Twitch
things
too.
for?
So when you type in... See, I have type to all. So it sends it to both.
Okay. I was like, you just said boo. Why did you say it again?
Except
Okay.
the people on YouTube have no idea what you're talking about because they don't see the second one. Mm-mm.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So you are talking about nothing, invisible stuff.
Oh, Lord. I apparently do that a lot because I did that thinking on Cash's stream Thursday, I was putting links in and I didn't realize I didn't have a wrench. And so to me, it was showing up in the chat.
Oh.
And so it was like, I put it in the chat. And they're like, no, you don't have a wrench. You didn't. I was like, no, but I put it in the chat. Like, it's there. Thinking I obviously had a wrench because I seen it. But then I refreshed it. It wasn't there. And I'm like, okay, I don't have a wrench. I thought she was confused that she gave me a wrench. I was so confused. It's okay. Apparently that's my MO coming out of sickness is just confusion.
Well, this one you didn't know how it worked. That's not...
No. Yeah, that's just weird.
But yeah, I need to do a little more research on a certain historical event. Because I need to get some geographical locations. But I don't want to say too much because saying what the event is, if anyone who is going to join the game is in the stream, I would be giving away stuff. That is not something I want to do.
I still don't understand those types of games enough to ever say I want to play. Just seems like a lot of talking.
Yes, but you're talking as characters.
It just doesn't make sense to me. More power to people that can understand it. If I role play anything, it's gonna be in person.
Oh, live action role play.
Yeah, like I've done, like in high school, I did acting and stuff, and drama and all that, and that was awesome. But just speaking out what you're doing, no, I'm good.
Now, what it really is a group story being told orally.
No, there's enough of those in my tribe. That's called histories. And we just talk them, and that's good enough for me. That's called a ghost story.
Well, this is one that everyone's making up.
That just makes it more confusing. I'm good. I got enough shit going on in my life that apparently I'm disappointing people. So I'm good.
You are such a disappointment.
I am. Oh wow.
So, you want to disappoint us with an outro?
Walked right into that one. Okay. I'm just like done playing, don't know what I'm talking about, and then I'm just gonna just badmouth my own damn self, and then I'm gonna ask you to do things. It's just great. Alright, guys, I'm Amber Kraft. I write paranormal romance because I've apparently, disappointed other people and been lazy. Unknown Love is still available on Amazon in paperback and ebook form. If you buy edition 1, then you get your choice of either edition 2 for free or book 2, Unknown Family, when that comes out for free. You just have to send me a link and a picture proof that you bought it and tell me which one you want. So I'm super excited about that. Unknown Love Unknown Family is going to come out on February 9th, so the pre-order will be up soon as I get all that figured out. I'm formatting the last few chapters right now. And don't forget to go check out the Afterthought podcast, available on all your streaming networks and also on YouTube if you want to see the live version or get the links for any of the Audible versions. So I will be streaming tomorrow at noon Eastern, whatever time that equals for you, with the lovely Jace. And since Meadows, well, she's not allowed. So, in case you see, you're not allowed. You're not coming. Don't even try. I'll leave you in the background. And Dash, because she's on a mommy vacation, and she deserves to be without kids and without work and all of that stuff. And then if you want to be a guest on the podcast, the Afterthought, or the segment starting in January, the Forethought, if you write books, if you have published self or traditionally, just drop me a link to my email in any of my description videos down below, and we'll talk. And that's all I got.
Sweet. I am Jason Maxwell. I'm an urban fantasy author. I'm an editor for Rose City Editing. I almost said auditor. I am not that. I've been that before. On Halloween, I am hosting AuthorTube karaoke Halloween style at 3 p.m. Eastern. I play Alistair Mosley on Sakutumi's Vampire the Masquerade game, and I am in the process of making my own game for that, but I don't know. I would have to figure out specifics once I get people together for that. It could be really fun. On Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, I do The Perfect Pancake, The Sims 4 Super Sim Challenge. And on Wednesdays, myself, Meadow Lamoureux, and Kat Leo do The Sims 3 play. We start on Kat's channel, where she does the Create a Sim. Then we move to my channel where I do the building, and then we move to Meadow's channel where she does the gameplay. This coming Wednesday, we might be just doing Meadow stream since we have a backlog of Sims to use. So we need to catch up. Let's see. Is that all? I think that's all. So that is it. It was a fun stream. It was great to have Charlie and Amber here. We got some fun chatter in.
A lot of nostalgia in.
All the nostalgia. And I will catch you. I will not catch you next week because next week, well, I'll catch you next week if you're going to karaoke. But next week is the karaoke stream, and it's not a writing stream.
I'll be over there.
In the audience.
Yeah, I don't sing.
All right. So until next time, bye.